this shloka explains, by the order of Shiva, there is no one above the Guru. एक के साथ हो तो सब free है. Basically saying that if you are with the divine master, you are always free. It is so beautiful to learn these shlokas and then sing on Gurudev's birthday.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome all of you to tonight's session with Rashmin Pulekar on the Guru Gita series. And today we have Rashmin Bhaiya with us. He's a TEDx speaker, he's a federated chess player, and has been teaching the Art of Living courses full time since 2003. He's a senior Art of Living teacher. He teaches volunteer training programs, DSNs, teacher training programs, and is a mentor to many, many youngsters like me. Welcome, Rashmin Bhaiya.
Thank you very much, Nupur.
So, Bhaiya, now today the theme is Guru, the troublemaker or the troubleshooter. We'd like to, throw the floor open for you on what comes to your mind when the sentence comes up, Guru, the troublemaker or the troubleshooter.
It's quite an interesting topic. One or two things come mainly, in my mind when I heard first time about this topic. One was my first question to Gurudev and his answer. This is one thing that comes in my mind. I once was struggling with those typical decision making, ki ye karu ki wo karu, and I was a little bit confused. So I thought, okay, now I have a guru, simple solution. A option, B option, Guruji, this is my confusion. Let me know what I should do. Whatever you say, I will do. And then he will say, A karo. Life problem sorted. This was what I thought. So I went and told Gurudev. So before I could say exactly what is the option A, what is the option B, I just said, Gurudev, I'm a little bit confused. And the moment he heard I'm a little bit confused, he just looks at me. He did not even let me complete the sentence. He just says, get totally confused. And he gave some prasad in my hand, and that was it. That was the conversation. Get totally confused. So this thing came like, he is not here to spoon feed us and give solutions. He is here to empower you to find your own solutions. There's a huge difference between these two things, isn't it? And the unpredictability and of his presence, of Gurudev, uncertainty, unpredictability, and you can never figure him out. Nobody can say I figured him out. Like, I know now in this situation, Guruji they yehi bolenge. And 99.9% of the times you will be proved wrong. Because then there is no pattern there. There is no pattern, absolutely. We think that we have found a pattern and we make a concept out of it, and that gets destroyed. Just like that. So, okay. In a way, if you ask me, Guru is a troubleshooter or a troublemaker, I can say in this context, he's a troublemaker. Because it's in a good sense. That trouble is necessary for you because this transition of one concept getting broken, one pattern getting broken, something you thought was right, something you assumed was, and you went into a sort of I know now, which is a dangerous position to be in. And then that gets broken. So it's little troubling, isn't it? थोड़ा परेशानी तो होता है. अरे मैंने जो सोचा था वो तो सब झूठ निकला। फिर जब तक सब कुछ झूठ नहीं निकलता है तब तक वो रुकेंगे नहीं, isn't it?
Okay.
So one more, there is this story of this tiger's cub. कब बोलते हैं ना टाइगर के बछड़े को, कब, हाँ टाइगर्स कब।
Yeah.
he gets lost in that भेड़ बकरी के इसमें झुंड में by mistake, and then he grows up with those goats, sheep and goats, and then he forgets his own identity that he's a tiger. So he does not roar. And he grows up also, he does meh like that. so then finally the tiger's mother finds him. And then she gets very sad that this guy is a tiger and thinks himself to be a goat. So then she somehow overpowers him, catches him, whatever does, cajoles him, bribes him. Something she does, the mother, and takes him to the river to show the tiger his own reflection and make him realize that you are not a goat, you are a tiger. And the tiger, the cub resists the whole thing because it is very comfortable being the goat. It is resisting. So for that journey from wherever the tiger finds its cub, which is now a little grown up, from there till that water could be quite troublesome, maybe. But the moment he looks into the river and sees his own reflection, he's, oh, tiger. So for the purpose of introducing you to yourself, to the truth, and to break all your misconceptions, delusions, the Guru will put, you may perceive it as trouble. He's just doing his job. So there is a very beautiful quote of Gurudev about, maybe here, this is a closest that you can come in words to understand the Guru Tattva. The closest in words. So you will never be able to figure out. But it says that this is Gurudev's own words. Okay. If you are dull, he is brilliant. If you are brilliant, he is irrational. If you are irrational, he is irresistible. If you are complaining, he is tough. If you are perfect, he is imperfection personified. And laughingly, Gurudev adds, having a guru, this is the perfect line I found for this topic, today's topic. And these are his own words. Having a guru is inviting all sorts of trouble. Do you really want to have one? Because it is a little discomforting for a dull person to face brilliance. Isn't it? It's trouble, no? Dull people will like dull people around in that and wallow in the dullness. And brilliant people think, everything. I'm just trying to figure out this. All this is just my interpretation. Brilliant people can be very disturbed when somebody is being irrational. Isn't it? A perfectionist can get very irritated when the guru is becoming imperfection personified. Something moves. There is where somewhere you drop the resistance, you let go. I said, "ठीक है यार, relax." The tiger has been bought in front of the river. Yeah.
So Bhaiya, now that you were talking about how, Gurudev says that Guru is not just about wushy, mushy, he's here to bring out the most strongest version of ourselves. He wants us to turn into the most strong version of ourselves. But then how does Guru, does this entire job of protecting us completely and at the same time helping us, breaking us out of our comfort zone? How does he do it?
No idea. See, there is no how here, because see, he's functioning from the space of unconditional love. It is just that the whole source of this whole game is love. And see, for him, there is only and only your good and your happiness, right? And only a person who has that unconditional love can afford to be called a troublemaker. Isn't it? That is true love. If the love is very immature, and then it is like how you said, mushy, and you just want to be sweet all the time. And because you are not 100% in love and wanting the other person's good. There is your selfish motive also, that person also should love you equally. Then you will do nice things, not necessarily do the right things. Isn't it? And there are many such examples where once Gurudev was asked this question, that sometimes we put so much of effort and we are giving our 100%, maybe as a volunteer, as a teacher, and then at those times after that, when you don't even recognize in his physical form, when you don't even recognize us, or you ignore, or if I have done nothing and then you don't give me any attention, I don't feel anything. But when I'm giving my 100%, working for this vision, spreading, whatever, blah, 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 etc., etc., and then when you don't even look and don't even recognize, don't even acknowledge sometimes, then it becomes very difficult to, why do you do this, Guru? So they said, giving your 100%, putting all your heart, effort, and not even expecting an acknowledgement from anybody in the world, including me. I want to take you to that pedestal, that level. So, see, one thing you have to understand, he will not settle for anything less than the best for his devotees. Okay, if you're here, then he will take you here, and he will do that in his own way. Our job is to not try to figure out and just surrender. Anything else, Nupur?
So, Bhaiya, now that you're talking about, how the Guru breaks all your concepts and all the patterns that you've created regarding him, would you like to share any of your experiences, regarding this breaking of concepts, your personal experiences with Gurudev?
See, I'm as you said, I'm an international rated chess player. I played chess for a long period of my life, professionally, and so there is a lot of this logical brain, logical thinking, and so everything has to make logical sense. So so it was very disturbing for me initially when you say, okay, let's do this project, then I have to be very clear why we are doing the project and how we are going to get there. The how has to be very clear for me. That's how we function in daily life, right? Now, biggest concept breaking was there is no how when it comes to Guru. There is no how. It's just go do some like I said, like in what, how, what, why, how. Give me some structure, no? You're getting this. The first time when I was sent abroad by Gurudev, so I was hoping for some more detailed instruction. Little, at least. More, forget detail. Some instruction, some guideline. And I normally jokingly tell the story to people that I was waiting outside Gurudev's kuti for like almost 1.5 to 2 hours. My flight was about to, midnight flight. So people are telling me that you just go, it is getting late. I said, no, I want to get some guidelines from Gurudev. I'm going for some 3 months, so I need to know some guidelines, 2-3 lines, something is this. And I jokingly tell people that, that guidelines that he gave me, that changed my life completely. So everybody is like, I want to know. I also want to know this. I said, yeah, I share these guidelines with everyone. पूरे जीवन के लिए तुम्हारे पास एक एक ये रहेगा, मैनुअल जैसा रहेगा. बहुत बढ़िया ज्ञान मेरे को गुरुदेव ने जो दिया. And then finally, I was about to leave because it was getting very late. Then, I got a call from the secretary and said, come right now, come. He's just leaving, so just come now. I went running, and Gurudev was just about to sit in his car and going to his home where he rests. So I just went very close to Gurudev said, Gurudev, I'm leaving for Norway, and just in 5 minutes. So any specific guidelines where I have to do? And then he said a very beautiful thing. जाके आ जाओ. Go and come. And the car zoomed past me, and I was like, I waited for 2 hours to get. Anyway, my visa is expiring in 3 months. I was anyway going to come back after 3 months. What is jaake aa jao? Jaake aa jao. And then we tell you asking specific questions. Then Gurudev, every specifically you frame your question, and Gurudev will say, karo. अरे करो नहीं, कैसे पूछ रहे हैं आप? वो देखें, बाद में देखें. So this thing, and then this whole thing of देखिए कैसे होगा, and if things happen, that's the best part. But still your logical mind says, I want how. Next time again you go into how. And there is no how. Just jump in the pool. You will learn to swim. So this, for me, this was the very unsettling, troubling part. Even our Mumbai Mahasatsang meeting with Gurudev, I still remember. It was very random, very, very random. Half an hour, 45 minutes. People are asking questions, he was answering, he was having fun, and everything was nice. And we were like organizers thinking that we want kya karna hai, kya ja. And then just reset, chalo, abhi time kya hua, suddenly, before everything, the meeting is ended. अरे बात तो बड़ा इतना इवेंट करना है, उसका तो कुछ बात ही नहीं हुआ. So suddenly is like, हाँ चलो टाइम, तुमने खाना नहीं खाया ना, लेट्स गो, खत्म. अरे मीटिंग खत्म हो गया. मतलब गुरुदेव वो somebody asked गुरुदेव वो क्या अभी मतलब, then he gave a superb guideline. सबको बुलाओ सत्संग में. That was it. And then he left. And then we did that. सबको बुलाया. See, we are so used to that, some kind of a strategy, It was wonderful. Yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, keeping in mind, the last 2 years have been very tough for, many of us. Many of us have lost our closed ones. And in such phases, sometimes it happens that your faith begins to shake. Doubts begin to, crop up in your mind. What to do in such a situation?
See, Gurudev says, when you need faith the most, the irony is that is the time you give it up. See, when everything is going fantastic, what is the role of faith there? When things go all topsy-turvy, that is the time when faith comes like a life jacket, right? So this is the point when you have to tightly hold on to the faith, saying that at one level, everything is taken care of, and this too will pass. And all these experiences are, again, it is like that tiger taking that cub out from that comfortable bed bakri ka, taking it to the river, that journey. So the wisdom and the reality we come, this is how it is. Gurudev says pain is the first insight. See, when you are happy, you are little not focused, not very sensitive. You are all over the place. Happy people are all over the place. If you are having a horrible headache and you encounter a happy person, your headache can increase. like, अरे पता नहीं क्या होता है, अरे यार यार leave me alone. That person is spaced out. He is not spaced in. Then what happens? Something goes wrong. Then that pain becomes his first. That person's first in. Pain is the first insight. It is like the highway towards the goal. Then you suddenly realize that what I was relying as reliable is not so reliable, including this body, all my relationships, everything, all my false sense of security, everything collapses. Then you rely only on the Gurudev once said, see, all your relationships go up and down, all your situations, finances, everything will go up. There is only one currency that will never fail, that is the Guru Shakti. That is only one constant. Then all these troubles come in life, they shake you up and they take you closer to that one non-changing tattva in life. So it is necessary, you have to just see that that also has a bigger, higher purpose in life. Makes you stronger and wiser, no doubt about it. You notice now in that last 2 years, so many people would have never come for something like a meditation program. So many of those people started realizing the importance that I need to relax. I need to go within. तो कुछ अच्छा भी निकलता ही है उसमें से भी. So, any other questions we have?
So, Bhaiya, now that the main attraction of the sessions are the Guru Gita that is coming up, would you like to share how the Guru Gita can strengthen our connection with the Guru?
See, whether we feel it or not, the connection is already there. Okay. Like somebody was asking how to feel connected all the time. He said, if you are not connected, you will not ask this question only. The very fact that you are asking this question, that means you are connected. Or advanced course or a Guru Gita or anything. It is just to remind us that I am not alone. I am totally being taken care of. There is nothing more relaxing and peace giving than this assurance. So if you are listening to the Guru Gita, it is again and again to say that I have been protected, taken care of, nurtured, groomed, trained, loved by the highest power in this universe, which is the Guru Shakti. And then just getting immersed in that, in the beauty of that, the magnanimity of that, that is the Guru Gita. Singing the praises at how amazing, how powerful, how splendid, how unfathomable, how amazing is this Shakti. Isn't it? So then basically it is just for you to get rid of all your small worries and say, I'll tell you a small thing that Gurudev was once asked, Gurudev, आपका सबसे बड़ा भक्त कौन है? या भगवान का, गुरु का सबसे बड़ा भक्त कौन होता है? So I was sitting in that satsang, तो मेरे कान से टाइम हो गया. I want to really know the answer. Who is the greatest devotee? गुरुदेव सबसे बड़ा भक्त वो है जिसको किसी भी बात की चिंता नहीं, जो चिंता से मुक्त है, वो सबसे बड़ा भक्त है. चिंता मतलब वो reassurance नहीं है कि नहीं? But when you know that everything is 100% taken care of, then चिंता का कोई space नहीं है ना, there's no worry. So the reason for attending this Guru Gita and all those things is again and again that reassurance comes, the reconnection happens, and how powerful that Shakti. See, it is, you think that, oh, my life problems are so complicated and this and that and all. But Krishna has said, no, I just sustain this whole universe with just a fraction of my yogic power. It is nothing. That is the whole symbolism of lifting the Govardhan. See, you could have used at least thumb, no? Use the little finger, the weakest finger, just to convey that it is, जो मैं कर रहा हूं मेरे लिए इतना effortless है. तुम्हारा जीवन क्या है? आराम से संभाल लेंगे तुमको यार. कोई बड़ी बात नहीं, तुमको लगता है वो इतने लोग हैं, इतने, कैसा उनको पता है, कुछ भी नहीं है उनके। तो उनका वो ऑमनी प्रेजेंस को रिटरेट करना पड़ता है ना। एंड आई टेल यू वंस before, maybe I think we are
Yeah,
time's
yeah,
up.
we have time, Bhaiya. We have time. We have a few more minutes. Yes.
2 minutes. Huh? So just one thing, like that little assurance that he knows, he's there. When he has said no, when love knows, it is me. It's a very short quote. So once I remember that I was feeling a little lost with so many people, and I have done the course in '97. थोड़े कम लोग थे, and now it is like a big crowd. And when will I get to? I want to have a personal time with him and this and all that. But then I was thinking that it's so difficult. So I was sitting in the satsang, and satsang was going. Then I just, in my mind, I just sorted it out. Sometimes we do that. We sort it out in our own mind. Things like, ठीक है यार, चलेगा. इतना मिल गया, बहुत बढ़िया है life, चलेगा. अभी खुश रहना है. This is what my guru wants from me. So I'm going to do that. And then suddenly, something अंदर से free हो गया ना एकदम. No matter. And also I thought that, see, his love for everybody is unconditional. Can I love him at least unconditionally? Forget about others. If I cannot love him unconditionally, how can I love anybody else? So Mila time, just drop it. And then the satsang was picking up and everybody was dancing. I also joined dancing. I was feeling so free. And then Gurudev left after the satsang. And then this, we think it's so intimate, personal, ना? ये जो conversation हमारे मन में होता है, किसको पता है इसके बारे में, है कि नहीं? और गुरुजी जा रहे थे और सब लोग गुरुजी के पैर छू रहे हैं, सिक्योरिटी है आसपास, गुरुजी काफी दूर गए और मुझे उनके पीछे भागने का भी मन नहीं कर रहा था. I was like, मस्तूत हो गया. And Guruji was left. He walked quite a distance, then he turned around. And in that whole crowd, so mobbing and so much of crowd, I was quite far. There he looked straight into my eyes and he takes my name. He said, Rashmin, ab sab theek hai na? It's like, and I was like, I also did this, yes. अपना सत्संग में बात हो गया ना अभी बैठ के. We had a nice intimate conversation. So I'm telling you, it is just you and him. There is nobody else. It is just you and him. Every single thought, every single feeling, every single emotion, there is a constant witness every moment. In Guru Puja also, there is is beyond all bhavatitam. Huh? What is that line? Ekam nityam sarvadhi sakshi bhutam. सर्वधि सबकी बुद्धि का साक्षी, सबकी है सर्वधि साक्षी भूत. तो every single smallest things, small, and this has happened 2-3 times. I had some little financial issue, some issue was there, and I would not go with that issue and tell my mentors, teachers and all that. Suddenly out of the blue somebody calls me and said, क्या हो गया, सब ठीक है ना? तो नहीं, थोड़ा सा something was there, I don't remember exactly. And then I said, Gurudev was conducting a meeting and suddenly he said, Rashmin को कुछ finance का कुछ ऐसे suddenly he said. And then that teacher said, नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं, वो अगर कुछ होता तो मुझे बताएगा, मुझे बताता था वो. Okay, now he also knows my relationship with that particular person. And मेरे मन में था ये सब मैं जाके नहीं बताऊंगा किसी को. And then Guruji just looked at me and said, तुमको नहीं बताएगा. He goes, मतलब, are you getting it? Everything. Someone who 100% completely, totally understands you, knows from where you are coming from, knows where you are, and takes care of you. That is the thing. So you don't have, like, I'm telling you, there is nobody else. It's just you and him. It's a nice feeling, no?
Yeah.
You and the master. There's nobody else. Don't get intimidated with all those thousands of people. It is for you. For him, there is only one person. Because it's only one being for him.
So, Bhaiya, when there are so many people in the darshan line, and then when you're waiting for Gurudev, like he'll come for you, and then there are people, pouncing all around, and the moment Gurudev is about to come and come in front of you, suddenly two, three people will come through, and Gurudev will go. And then the small mind starts. Oh, he didn't even, I couldn't even look at him. He could not look at me. He just went by. What to do in such situations?
Yeah, I'll tell you one. To end with this session with a nice story regarding what you are just saying. Uh, I have witnessed this in Calcutta. The Gurudev had come, and the place was very small, so it became very chaotic as usual. That happens, and uh, then what happened was some guy wanted to. He had an exam. He wanted Gurudev's blessing. I said that you don't worry, Gurudev's blessing is there. You go and study. Tomorrow is your exam. Today you should not be, because it will take a lot of time. Gurudev, at least after 2-3 hours, he has a lot of meetings, blah blah blah, everything. So you just go. And then 2-3 times he attempted to tell Gurudev when he was there, when Gurudev was going, but he could not like speak out the words from his mouth because it was too fast. As you said, two people came in the front and everything. So 2-3 times he tried to say it, but he could not say it. But still he waited. He did not listen to me. After 3 hours, Gurudev came. I told him, okay, now you stand here and next to the car. He will definitely pass on. Even if he's not looking at you, you just blurt out whatever you have to say. Okay. So then he finally said it after 3 hours. Okay. Gurudev, I have an exam, something, whatever he had to say. Guruji just looked at him and said, 3 बार बोल चुके हो तुम ये मुझे. You already mentioned this thrice to me. So he had heard it. Doesn't matter whether those two people jump or don't jump. There is no disconnection anytime. It's only in our mind.
Okay. So thank you so much, Bhaiya, for such lovely stories. It was such a great session with you. Thank you so much for joining in. And for all the viewers who are here, we have the Guru Gita coming up from 10th to 12th of May. And it will be conducted by our very own Bhanu Didi. And it's a conversation between, Shiva and Parvati on the majesty and the power of Guru. So we invite you all to join the Guru Gita, and the link will be shared. You can go and register yourself. And another thing is, if you join the session, you'll also be getting a free complimentary copy of the Intimate Note to a Sincere Seeker, the new version, and also Gurudev on the Plateau of the Peak, the biography of Gurudev by Bhanuma. So let's all join in the Sangha, like Bhaiya said, and never feel that you're alone. Thank you all for joining in. Share good day.
Thank you.